Okay, so hi, this is part 2 of the layer cake, and as you can see, my layer cake is practically dry. All I did was put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes to speed up the drying process, but here it is. It's kind of hard because it was in the freezer. But anyways, now you're going to take the clay that you mixed for your fondant, and I'm going to try to make this as clean as possible because I like having clean cakes so that when I cut them they're really nice. So all you do is just roll it out big enough so that you can cover your cake in it. And it's okay if the bottom gets dirty because it's on the bottom of your cake and it really doesn't matter. Just keep rolling. And now you might want to measure it to your cake. You can kind of stretch it out unless you get a crack like what I did, so maybe you shouldn't roll that out. Sometimes I stretch it, but that'll probably go on the side of the cake. You can always cover it with decorations. So I think that's big enough, so you stick it, you can stick it on top of your cake. It's not really in the middle, but there you go. And what I like to do is press down on the edges and make the clay stick to the table because you are going to cut it with your razor blade. And it's okay if it overlaps because you just press it down and it goes away. See how this is overlapping here? All you have to do is press it in. Now as you can see, some of my oranges are popping out like I didn't want to happen, so if you watch the first part of the tutorial, you will learn from that to stick them in all the way. No matter how hard I tried pushing them in, it kept slipping out, so maybe you will probably want to squish yours in a lot more than I did. Now, I told you that I haven't tried this yet, this tutorial. I'm doing it as we go along, so I think I might try taking some scissors and cutting around, or my razor blade. So first I might try my razor blade and just cut off the excess, whatever you'd like to call it. You just don't want the bottom to show. So just keep cutting. Cut in sections and kind of just push it under. Try to get underneath the cake when you cut it, but not too close or your fondant won't cover. And you'll have to add and overlap and it just won't look good. So just keep cutting it. And when you cut it in triangles, like what I do, you can always cut it down some more on the side and press it under. When I make my cakes, I really don't add any fondant to the bottom, because cakes don't have fondant on the bottom. You can if you want. That's what the extras are for. You can always roll a circle. I might just show you how to anyways, in case you wanted to do it. But this can also be used as a good way to make chocolates, because chocolates have, like little bonbons, they have stuff. Okay, so as you can see, you have your cake now and you just roll it roll it nice. See how this kind of happens? You don't want that to happen. You can always pull it over. So now you roll it on its side, trying to smooth out all the oranges that have messed up this nice layer. Try to fix it. I guess that's what happens when you don't practice before. But it's a learning process. I've made lots of cakes before, but not like this. So on the bottom part, you're going to decorate it, so maybe it doesn't really matter. Just kind of take your rolling pin and smooth out the top, and since it's kind of warm, my clay is bubbling at the top, which I don't want to happen, so just kind of pull it over the edges if it bubbles. And then there you go, your layer cake. So now, this is the end of part 2, and in part 3 I will be showing you how to decorate.